Hey guys, Slimber here, and today we're doing a video on Caiden Cowger. Now, if you do not know who Caiden Cowger is, he is a smaller right-wing YouTuber. I know I'm running out of ideas for right-wing YouTubers to make fun of, so I had to find a small one. Nonetheless, he's a smaller right-wing YouTuber. He claims to be libertarian, but a lot of his videos have authoritarian beliefs. But nonetheless, he's got a lot of interesting videos, and we're going to go over them. Now, the first one, he seems to have this obsession with gay people. First, Obama was turning the kids gay. It was official, apparently. And then, it was the liberals turning the kids gay. And now it's the drag queens turning the kids gay. You sure they haven't turned you gay? Are you sure? Or are you sure you're not turning the kids gay? Just saying. Anyways, let's watch his first one on why conservatives lost the same-sex marriage thing. Let's get right into that.
You know, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The big reason why conservatives lost the entire argument regarding same-sex marriage as of right now is because they abandoned the facts.
What facts were there? Literally, what facts were there? Most people who wanted gay marriage to be illegal were using religion as an excuse to why they wanted gay marriage to be illegal. They were saying, oh, because the Bible says you may not lie with another man or whatever. Fuck what the Bible says. You know why? Because this is supposed to be America. We were founded off having freedom of religion. So therefore, another religion shouldn't be able to push their fucking beliefs legally on somebody else.
They did. They abandoned the facts on that issue. And you had the liberals that were just spouting this gibberish that could be easily debunked, like I told you with the hormonal imbalances they believe could be the reason why people are born gay. And in truth, if that's the case, then if you are given a simple, hormonal balancing pill, if you are given a, testosterone booster or something like that, and you are a male who's gay, I guess that would have somehow an impact on your mind and make you straight. Or in the future that would be possible. I'm sorry, that's stupid. That's not accurate. It's untrue. And I think that like I said earlier, I think most people of the LGBT community would agree with me on that.
So before I try to be a douchebag and try to represent the LGBT community when I don't know anybody in that community, before I do that, let me say I don't know anybody in that community, so I don't know. But from what I'm reading, they really disagree with you, and I'm pretty sure you don't know anybody in that community, so you wouldn't know if they would agree with you. But from what I'm reading from after Googling this, yes, most people would disagree with you.
That there's not a simple gay pill or a simple straight pill that can determine your sexual orientation.
Nobody has ever said that there is a pill that will turn you fucking gay or fucking straight. Nobody has ever said that. What people are saying is that people are born gay. That is what people are saying. And they do not know why, but they are born gay. And
regarding the genetic theory, that it's somehow intertwined in genes. If you have two biological twins, if you have two twins, identical twins, both of them have the same genes, the same DNA, how can one be born straight and the other born gay?
Twins don't inherit the exact same fucking genes. Everybody's siblings do inherit something different. Now, though they may inherit similar genes, everybody does still inherit something different. You get a different part of your parents. Just because they're twins doesn't mean they fucking get the exact same genes, buddy. If you just did a minimal amount of research, you'd find that. If you did a little amount of fucking scientific research, you would find that.
If it is innate. And the best example of that is Jason Collins, the first openly gay basketball player, and his brother. How can that be possible? It doesn't make any sense. So there's no scientific information that definitely proves as to what causes homosexuality. In other words, they have nothing. But it sounds good. It's a theory. I have a theory. Well, I have several theories too.
Let's hear your theories, dipshit.
But, guys, the thing that gets me with this entire thing is that rather than, because we have evidence of our own. All right, like I stated on this show, you have a 1 in 6 chance of developing AIDS if you are a male homosexual. 1 in 6, according to the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, in a report that was published in February of 2016. A 1 in 6 chance of contracting HIV compared to 1 out of 473 heterosexuals. Now, I'm sorry, that is a big difference. It's clear 1 in 6 compared to less than 0.5%. guys, that is there is a connection between HIV and male homosexual behavior.
But what does that have anything to do with them getting married? Guess what? If they're getting married, then that means they're spreading it amongst themselves and not to anybody else because they're married. And as long as they aren't committing adultery, it's between those two people. Why did I do this? But literally, what does this have to do with your argument?
Well, considering that it's a concern for people's health, considering that we have information revealed that people who practice homosexuality have a greater chance of developing mental problems, have a greater chance of developing physical health problems. And that was a report, once again, that was published, that was conducted back in 2013 and 14. But what ended up happening is that it became revealed this year. They concluded their studies on this entire thing. And Reuters reported that one, conducted by the National Health Interview Survey. They found that gay people suffered more physical and mental health problems and heavy alcohol consumption along with heavy cigarette use. So, and they were more prone to being stressed.
Why would gay people be stressed? Well, it's not because what they do is considered taboo. Well, not as much anymore, but has been considered taboo for several fucking centuries, and they were kind of treated like shit till more recently, and couldn't get married until like a couple of years ago. But why would they be stressed out?
I mean, guys, when that information is clear and it's out there, and you can make an argument, because you can make the same argument against homosexuality that you can for cigarette usage, that you can for opposing people smoking, because it can be detrimental to their health. Well, homosexuality is the same way. It can be detrimental to the people who practice it.
Oh, let me go ahead and mention, I don't think smoking should be banned. However, when you smoke, you're hurting somebody else. When you fuck somebody in the ass, unless you don't use lube, you're not really hurting anybody else.
And if you love somebody and you care about somebody, you don't want them to engage in behavior that is detrimental to their health. And that's honestly 100% the reason why I feel about it. Even if I wasn't a Christian, I would still be in opposition to homosexual behavior because of what it does to people.
So my question is, if you got a certain amount of straight people and you asked if they're fucking stressed, how many of them are going to say they're stressed? Pretty sure a lot of them are going to say they're stressed. You know why? Because life is fucking stressful. Now, the next video we're going to do on him is called The Truth About Weed. Let's get into that.
West Virginia.
And this has nothing to do with anything he's... Well, it kind of does have something to do with what he's talking about, but anybody notice how he's saying gay people shouldn't get married, and also talking about how pot should be illegal, and he's got a Gadsden flag in the fucking background? Does he not know what "don't tread on me" means? Does he? Because he's pitching some pretty authoritarian beliefs right there.
It has a very big drug epidemic, okay? Very big problem here. Heroin, meth, all this stuff. Heroin's a big one.
Heroin and pot are nothing alike. Meth and pot, nothing alike. I've never seen anybody suck dick for pot.
I used to suck dick for coke. I seen them. Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana? Huh?
It's a massive problem in this state.
You know, people are dying off heroin and crack, but fuck it. Let's make pot illegal still, too. Fuck it.
Okay? Well, what we're now being told, including opioid abuse, okay? But what we're now being told is that the solution to solving our drug problems is legalizing more drugs.
I definitely don't think legalizing more drugs is going to solve the problem, but I think it would get people out of prison, and it would stop fucking locking them up for making decisions that you should be able to make as a fucking grown-ass adult. Mr. I have a "don't tread on me" sign, but I think the government should tread on me.
We're going to legalize pot. That's what they're going for now. Medical marijuana.
Medical marijuana is not being used for people who are smoking doing fucking heroin and smoking fucking meth. Medical marijuana is for people with cancer who need it to relieve the fucking pain of cancer. Are you fucking stupid?
But see, here's the thing. They're talking about how this isn't recreational. However, people who are given a prescription for this, according to a genius amendment that was added by our beloved Senator Robert Carnes, actually represents me, and I know the guy. He's made it so if you have a prescription, you can grow up to 2 marijuana plants. So your neighbor can be growing it right beside of you. And you mean to tell me that people aren't going to just walk over and steal those plants if they really want it bad enough? Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably some dumbass who'll try to steal somebody's fucking weed. But it is not heroin, and it is not fucking crack. Most people are not trying to steal fucking marijuana plants. Most people are not trying to, and that's not a lot. That is not a lot. 2 plants is not a lot of pot.
So you're going to see more of that, more accessibility. Basically, what we're going to see take place with this is that people are going to be growing marijuana legally and then illegally distributing it without to people without prescriptions. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. So in other words, they'll be growing it legally, but yet they'll be illegally distributing it to people without prescriptions. So basically, that just gives them the legality to grow the plant, which makes it easier on them to distribute it because they can grow it, right at their own place, up to 2 anyway, 2 visible. But I tell you, it's just makes me so absolutely mad.
I'm going to bring up the Gadsden flag once again. He's getting mad because people are getting personal freedoms, literally. You should take down that Gadsden flag because you do not represent that whatsoever.
And these people don't use any ounce of sense either. It's just, well, okay, we're going to legalize it for the heck of it because it's such a wonderful plant. They recognize this thing as being like a plant god. It solves all of our problems. That's typically what potheads do.
The argument isn't that it solves all our problems. The argument is, first of all, personal freedoms. The second one is, if you fucking end the drug war, guess what? There won't be as much fucking crime over fucking drugs. Because you can fucking buy it in a fucking store.
It's so great. It's so wonderful. It'll solve everything. It'll solve our financial problems. It'll solve our opioid addiction problems because drugs solve other drug problems. We have all these other different things that it will solve. Oh, it's such a god.
So locking people up and ruining their life just for smoking pot, that's going to solve all our problems? I'm actually getting kind of annoyed because this dude is a fucking retard, like, honestly.
This is the West Virginia God that we need to come in and fix everything. Every single thing, every single issue that we have in this state can be fixed by weed. That's literally what we're being told by these people.
Well, apparently it's doing more than your Christianity. Why did I even say that?
It's the most insane argument that I've ever heard that can be so easily debunked, and that is exactly what we are going to do.
Alright, so I'm going to skip until where he tries to debunk it, if I can even find it, because, to be honest, he just rambles on for like 5 fucking straight minutes.
Report. Okay, it said in October 16th of 2016, traffic fatalities increased 62%. That's in Colorado. The report found that 77% of Colorado's DUIs involved pot in 2015.
So what? So fucking what? Yeah, people might get fucking high while driving. Guess what? People currently drink and drive. Who fucking cares? It's illegal. It's already illegal to fucking get high and drive. We're not saying to make that legal.
Now, here's what I was talking about earlier. Denver's Fox 41 affiliate, KDVR, reported that schools were promised $40 million in marijuana taxes, but gained nothing due to funds being involuntarily distributed to the cost of legalization. In an interview with the Huffington Post, Department Director of the Colorado Governor's Office of Marijuana Coordination, J. Schuyler McKinley, expressed this reality. And this is what he said. Every dime we bring in from legalization is dedicated to the cost of legalization. He said, the big lesson we tell other states is that you probably shouldn't legalize marijuana if you want to make money. That's not why you do it.
They're saying that's not why you do it. You know why? They're saying you do it for personal freedoms. Personal freedoms. Let me say that word once again. Personal
freedoms.
And once again, because earlier he brings up, I skipped this part, but earlier he brings up that it's federally illegal. Well, guess what? Let's work on making it federally legal.
So here's the thing, guys. They were saying, oh, well, it's going to solve our financial problems. We're going to get so much money from this. In the state of West Virginia, they do not tax prescription medication. So West Virginia isn't going to benefit monetarily from this. They don't make any money from it. So in other words, what that means is that West Virginia will have a cost of legalization for legalizing medical marijuana, and we will not have any financial benefit from this because prescriptions are not taxed, which means that we will have an additional financial burden without a tax to combat the cost of legalization. So it's actually going to cost us more money rather than help us. And then we're going to have an entire committee formed, too, to deal with marijuana, which there's more money going to the committee.
See, your argument of starting off with, oh, we shouldn't make pot legal because pot is bad, is kind of fucking ruined when you try to bring up, it'll cost us money. Like, once again, the cost of legalization, let's work on fucking making it federally illegal. Not illegal, federally legal. I don't know, make a prescription tax, you know, like, there's ways around things. There are ways around things. Like, do you ever think? Do you ever stop and think about what you're fucking saying?
So in other words, we're bringing on another expense for ourselves that we do not need. But are they considering that? No, because we want to get high. All the delegates are potheads, or senators, I should say. I hope the delegates have some more sense in the Senate.
You seem to underestimate how much money the government wants to make. If they're doing this, they can likely afford it.
But we'll see. They're going to be voting upon it expected next week. Thank God for Tim Armstead, the House Speaker. He's the only one that's really putting up a huge fight with this. But we have the University of Texas in Dallas. Brain connectivity erodes after 6 years. According to a study by the Center for Brain Health at the University of Texas in Dallas, after about 6 or 7 years, brain connectivity and integrity begin to erode.
You can advise people not to do that. Not a problem. You can advise them by saying it's bad for their health or whatever. But saying it should be illegal and taking away people's personal freedoms to choose whether they want to do it or not is fucking stupid. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. He never brings anything new to the table. Still the same anti-pot sentiment we've heard for the past 50 years now. But anyways, what do you guys think? Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, Slimber out.